This is the Let's Go Blues Minute brought to you by Puckdoku, the original hockey doku. Now here's your host, Jeff Ponder.
The Blues host the Utah Coyotes on Tuesday night with the chance to punch their ticket to the 2025 Stanley Cup playoffs. Win in regulation, and they're in. Anything but that, and they'll need a little help from other teams to lock up their spot. Blues captain Braden Shen said on Monday, quote, "This is what we play for. Chances like this and opportunities like this are what make the game exciting. And to go out there and play hard for one another and play hard in front of our fans, I think we're all looking forward to the opportunity." One thing the Blues will lean on is their experience throughout the lineup, especially on the defensive side. Every defenseman expected to dress on Tuesday has played in at least a conference final series. Included in that list is Philip Broberg, who is available after missing Saturday's game. Broberg was an integral part of the Edmonton Oilers squad that made it to the Stanley Cup final last year. On the other side of the ice, the Utah Coyotes are 4-1-1 in the month of April, defeating the playoff hopeful Calgary Flames, the Central's best in the Dallas Stars and Winnipeg Jets, as well as the Seattle Kraken and Nashville Predators. While the Blues dropped their only home tilt between the two this season, they have enjoyed recent success in their barn. The team has won 11 straight games at Enterprise Center dating back to February 23rd, while Jordan Binnington has a personal 10-game win home streak. Colton Parayko returned to action on Saturday against Seattle after missing 17 games due to injury. He scored his 16th goal of the season in the contest, extending his career high in goals and setting a new career high in points with 36. Robert Thomas extended his point streak to 11 games, so he is our Blues player to watch with this one. He had an assist on Saturday to keep that streak going. The forward has 4 goals and 19 assists in that span, the longest active streak in the NHL. He leads the Blues in both points with 79 and assists with 58 this season. With one more point, Thomas would become the first Blue with back-to-back 80-point seasons since Brett Hull did so in 1995 through 1997. For the Utah Coyotes, it's St. Louis native and Blues killer Clayton Keller, who always puts forward his best game against his hometown team. In 31 career games against St. Louis, Keller has posted 12 goals, 22 assists, and 34 points with an amazing 67 shots on goal in those games. This season, Keller has posted 1 goal and 4 assists in 3 games against the Blues. Well, if the Blues don't win in regulation, how else could they clinch a playoff berth tonight? Well, there are multiple ways since the Blues, Flames, and Minnesota Wild are all on the docket tonight. If the Blues beat Utah in overtime or a shootout, and the Flames don't win in regulation versus the Vegas Golden Knights, also the Blues would have to beat Utah in overtime or a shootout, and the Wild would have to lose to the Anaheim Ducks in regulation. Another scenario, Blues fall to Utah in overtime or a shootout, and Calgary loses to the Golden Knights in any fashion. And if the Blues do fall to Utah in regulation, they can still clinch if the Flames lose to Vegas in regulation. So clearly, best option is win it in regulation and you're in.
Wait, Jeff, one more thing.
All right, let's get into Puckdoku. Yesterday's winner, I finally ended Bill's long streak. I beat him 7-11 in this one. The best play did also come from me. In the Chicago Blackhawks and Toronto Maple Leaf square, I played Gerald Didick at 0.0%. I got another one, 2 in a row after yesterday. Very happy with that. Fun fact about Mr. Didick, an accidental high stick from him in a practice nearly cost teammate and Islanders great Bob Nystrom his eye in 1988. A devastated Didick rode with Nystrom all the way to the hospital. Nystrom was sitting on 899 games played at the time and eventually did get to an even 900, but the incident did hasten his retirement plans and his short-lived entry into coaching.
This was the Let's Go Blues Minute powered by Puckdoku. Remember to tune in to Let's Go Blues Radio, the original St. Louis Blues hockey podcast and webcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, hosers.